My name is Angela, and in the 1970s, John Lennon released the song Imagine. In this ultra-timely presentation, I'm going to share how the message of this song is really the secret to having all the energy, sleep, good health, perfect weight, and control over the stress that is overwhelming your life once and for all. Now let me take you down memory lane. In this song, John Lennon talks about imagining the world the way you want it to be. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do. Imagine having all the energy you ever dreamed of for the things you care about most. Imagine being able to control your weight and your health. Imagine what it would be like to live in a world without all the overwhelm and fatigue that you feel each day. Imagine what it would be like to get into bed and fall asleep, and to stay asleep all night without waking up, without panic or anxiety. Now, why has this not happened for you? I want to help you stop imagining that life and start living it by helping you discover some amazing 21st century secrets. Now, before you jump to conclusions, let me first tell you that I know you can do this because I've done it as well as many clients who are just like you. Let me explain. Before I was a stress management expert, I was basically just stressed out, kind of like you. I'll tell you a bit about my story along the way and what brings me to you today. I was desperate to find answers, maybe just like you, and you can't afford to wait any longer. So why do you need this now? Well, there's a lot of research that's telling us that stress is killing you. And in fact, 75% of the diseases of the modern day are caused by stress. Imagine what it would be like to take control of your health and the quality of your life. You need this now because you're not showing up with the power and energy that you need to be successful. When you're anxious and all stressed out, you're really not being present to whatever it is that you're doing. Imagine if you could be. I got to experience this firsthand about 8 years ago when I succumbed to massive stress, a literal breakdown, and I'll tell you more about that along the way. You need to get a handle on your stress now because your relationships are suffering. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. In fact, 55% of people surveyed said that stress was causing problems in their relationships. I was in the middle of raising 5 kids when stress got the best of me, and believe me, it wasn't good for my kids or my husband. And in fact, it is still devastating to think about the effect that it had. What's happening in your relationships because of your stress? Are you out of patience, too tired to be able to be really present with your friends and loved ones? It's a huge price to pay. Imagine stress no longer affecting your most important relationships at work and especially at home. You need to get a handle on your stress now because your stress is controlling you and you're not in control. Wouldn't you like to be in control of your stress and have it not control you? Say yes. When I succumbed to stress, I surrendered my control to doctors and substances. A pill to go to sleep, pills to make it through the day, a state that I now call the Lexapro lifestyle. In fact, in a recent study, antidepressants such as Prozac, Paxil, and Lexapro are now the 3rd most widely prescribed group of drugs in the United States and are frequently prescribed for stress. Who and what have you given over your power and control to just because you don't know what else to do? Imagine a life where you feel in control again. Living the Lexapro lifestyle wasn't good enough for me, and it's not good enough for you either. So I got busy searching. I researched all I could find about the brain, healing, and stress. And I don't have to imagine what life is when you are in control of your stress anymore. And I'm going to reveal to you the same secrets that I use every day to keep my life in control and how you too can create a happy, joyous life. I don't want you to have to just imagine that life anymore. I want you to experience it firsthand, like me and my successful followers. Unfortunately, it doesn't take a lot of imagination to see that there are too many people who are living life like prisoners of stress because that's all they know. They're doing the very best they can. I know that they feel despair and yearn for something better. They want to feel better, but they just don't know how. I understand what you're going through. I totally do. The good news is that you have an opportunity to turn things around before stress gets the best of you. The opportunity is now, because I am going to help you discover the same secrets that have given me back my life and control, as well as thousands of my clients. These are secrets that I have shared as a very successful personal and executive coach, as a stress management expert on a morning television show, as a #1 best-selling author, and as founder of Attracting Joy University. And now I want to share those resources with you in a new digital magazine called Real Stress Solutions, available for all digital devices, for Android at the Google Play Store, and for all iPhones and iPads at the iTunes App Store. All the information in this magazine is based on the incredible secrets I discovered about the root causes of 21st century stress. And I've teamed up with the top scientists, psychologists, psychiatrists, and experts in nutrition, fitness, and environmental issues who will be helping you with state-of-the-art information that will change your life. To help me illustrate how this approach is different than some of the other things you've already tried, let's first imagine the old adage of the chicken and the egg. The eggs of stress are the symptoms of stress. You know what they are: anxiety, panic, stomach and digestive issues, overwhelm, fatigue, insomnia, headaches, and yes, even that stubborn belly fat are all actually symptoms of the stress that you are experiencing. The solutions you'll discover will be going after the chickens that are laying all those eggs, the core causes of stress. Imagine discovering these core causes and imagine your symptoms disappearing. And since I don't want you to have to imagine a life where you control your stress and it doesn't control you or those you love, I want to give you a toolbox with the tools for becoming your own authority in ending the overwhelm, frustration, anxiety, impatience, headaches, stomach aches, and yes, even the belly fat that your stress is causing. In every amazing issue, you'll discover solutions in each of the 6 areas of core causes. In sleep, I'm going to show you how you and your loved ones can finally start sleeping soundly using natural methods. In nutrition, I'm going to show you how to start eating so that your body has what it needs to calm down, like a car needs oil so that it can help you not feel so anxious, depressed, and overwhelmed. Managing your emotions. You'll discover amazing 21st century secrets to managing your own emotions, and this is a biggie because as humans, a large percent of our stress comes from the inside. In each issue, you'll discover revolutionary processes to turn any stressful negative situation around in minutes, worth their weight in gold. I will reveal new 21st century paradigms in movement and exercise. These discoveries will literally save your life, and you will love how easy and effective these secrets are. Managing toxic elements. You'll discover the invisible enemies that are all around us in the modern world that could be a huge part of your stress and what you can do about it to protect you and your loved ones. This is critical information that you probably won't hear anywhere else. And then making meaningful connections. One of the most critical elements for managing human stress is meaningful connections. Each month, top psychiatrists, psychologists, and scientists will weigh in on how to reconnect to the loved ones around you, clues for what is keeping you stuck and single, and some amazing ways to start adding connection back into your life. Imagine having access to the best information out there on how to finally and permanently control the real causes of your stress, available on demand on your iPhone or iPad. Like Janet, who came to me because she couldn't sleep. After discovering the causes of her insomnia, Janet is sleeping soundly for the first time in 15 years. Or like Chris, whose recent divorce had her tied up in knots with anxiety and overwhelm and indecision. Using the techniques you will discover, she was able to recycle her stressful energy into action that helped her sell her home, get a job, and get on with her life in a peaceful way. Or like Larry, whose massive stress caused him to self-medicate to the point of addiction. Using the 21st century secrets, you too will discover he is finally free from 45 years of addiction and teaches others how to break free as well. Do any of these stories sound familiar? Maybe you or someone in your family is suffering. Imagine being able to help the people in your life that you love that are all stressed out. The tools you'll discover will become the tools that will empower you to help yourself first and then those around you who are suffering. I don't want you to have to spend all the time and money to get your answers or to just imagine anymore. In fact, my goal is to save you all the time and money that I spent to finally get out of overwhelm and stress. Click on the subscribe button below to find out if you are one of the 200 subscribers to receive their free subscription. I'll look forward to getting to know you better in the Real Stress Solutions community. Subscribe now.